How to eat vegetables. There are many ways of eating vegetables. And of course, there are many opinions about how to eat vegetables. Some may say eating vegetables raw is the correct way to keep all the nutrients. Some think that vegetables are nutritious and healthy so that they should occupy majority of the diet, or at least a large proportion of the diet. However, in traditional Chinese medicine, raw vegetables are not for everybody. Neither are a large amount of vegetables, especially for those who have a relatively weak digestion system. Raw vegetables can be too much or too hard for their digestion system. Some people are worried that when the vegetables are cooked, a lot of nutrients will be damaged with the high temperature, especially the vitamins. Studies have shown that indeed a lot of vitamins was lost during the cooking process. However, still about 50% were left after 2 to 3 hours of boiling in the soup. That is why in many cultures, cooking the soup for a few hours is never an issue in terms of providing the nutrients. Even more, it can make the soup more nutritious, since some nutrient can be more easily digested and absorbed by the body. In Chinese medicine, we think there are even more benefits in terms of cooking the vegetables, since there are many unknown factors, such as different microbes, viruses, and bacteria that we are very vulnerable to, but only have very little knowledge about them. Another point of eating vegetables is how much vegetables we should eat. Is that true that we should eat as much as possible, or say a lot of them, in order to produce good health? Since it seems to be very common sense for health is exercise and diet, and diet are vegetables and fruits, chicken, fish, and less red meat. But keep in mind, a healthy diet is always a balanced diet. This suggestion is not balanced since there's no fat, or in the most popular opinion, at least fat should be restricted. However, some cardiologists have realized that fat restriction can be an issue, such as Dr. Malhotra, who is based in the UK. There's another physician in Iowa. She got multiple sclerosis, and she cured her condition with a vegetable-based diet. What she did was focusing on the variety of the vegetables, or call it the rainbow vegetables, that contain different colors. This coincidence with the idea in traditional Chinese medicine that the herb formula always contains a variety of different herbs. Some of them play a major role, the others play some complementary or adjuvant roles. So a mix of different vegetables apparently has some therapeutic effects for some medical conditions. Another point about vegetables is that nowadays, unless you live far away from the other human beings, it's very difficult to find clean or absolutely safe vegetables. Even if you don't put pesticide or don't use preservatives during transportation, and you grow your own vegetables in your backyard, it is hard to prevent contamination in the soil or from the wind. All these factors of chemicals on the vegetables determine that when we eat food less means more. To savor the flavor is more important. Everybody has their own favorite. Enjoy your own flavor is more important than anything else. On top of that, try to increase the varieties is beneficial, but just a little bit of everything. Even though you are the owner of a big land, and for your own vegetables, you don't use chemicals. But chemicals from your neighbors can come over from wind, rain, and some other natural factors. Nowadays, everybody seems to eat more than previous generations, since foods are easier to get and cheaper due to the mass production. But the genetics from the previous generations didn't change, which means the capacity for the ingested food didn't increase. These are the overeating and the problem that it has produced. The recipes of making soups has passed along the generations. These recipes has nourished people's health in the family and the nation. There is no reason to change the recipes, including the balanced diet, as well as enough intake of fats. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and listening. See you next time.